show that can match it. Hard to name another show that can match it. Everybody from classy to ratchet. Heat fans like Jamal keep the flame alive. Dennis Lee got the lake show locked in 5 to Dub K to Augusta GA. Talk everything from NBA to anime. Chat like homies or debate like enemies. It's all fun and games, just match my energy. Just match my energy. Just match my energy. Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to episode 7 of the Match My Energy podcast. I'm your boy, Dennis Lee, aka Dino Fit Dennis.
Hey, Jamal Caleb back at it. JC2 blessed, man. Let's get to it.
Man, first off, well, I know that theme song kind of got y'all a little hype.
Hey,
kind of got y'all a little hype.
Hey,
yeah.
we're official now, bro. We got a little intro song, that's customized. You know, it's hitting, bro. It's hitting.
Man, big shout out to Blessed Saint Rick for that one. Go
Yes,
ahead
sir.
and look for him. Anywhere you stream music, man, yeah, it kind of got me hyped, man. Hard to name another show that can match it, man. It makes all the sense.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
It's tough.
Man, that was okay. Yeah, y'all got me hyped today. Also, I know y'all heard last week. I've already heard the feedback, man. Yo, listen, if y'all want to take me up on that offer, if anybody wants to help me with, if anybody wants to see or show me how hard curling is, I'm open to it.
I think you need to do like a day in a life training day, at least a day. Show it, film it, and put it out there. See how hard it is. See how it can slip up. Now, if you get it perfected in one day, that's on you. But for me, I want to see the struggle. Because I don't think it's as simple as people, as you making it sound.
See you fail out here. No, I'm just playing. Yeah,
nah.
No. But no, yeah, I don't know. Plus, I think it'll be fun. But yeah, definitely had some good feedback. A lot of you guys were already saying, a lot of those anime shows were very easy to grasp, or a lot of ones you guys started on. So thanks for the feedback. Let's start off, man. How was your week?
Yeah, man. Week been pretty good. It's kind of slowing down. It's getting December, so end of the year. So everybody's kind of wrapping up projects and stuff at work and everything. Yeah, man, I'm really trying to go ahead and wrap up my stuff so I can get ready for vacation. I'm about to be out for a quick little minute until the beginning of the year. So
okay.
So I'm ready, man. It's been pretty good, trying to do the little Christmas shopping and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of things going on, but for the most part, pretty good, man. Not too bad of a week. Okay. What about yourself?
Man, it's been going pretty good. I guess you already know, since you one of them. I've already put out I'm trying to do exclusive hoodies just for day one supporters. And shoot, even if you're hearing this and you want to be a day one supporter of my gym, my little Black owned business.
Hey, don't say little.
Yeah, my little,
it's your Black owned business, bro.
My Black owned, my business,
Yes, sir.
My gym, Dino Fitness Center. We got exclusive hoodies coming out. I'm getting early orders in now just to know exactly which sizes and who, because these ones will be the only ones that will have Dino Fit Fam on them. All the rest of them will be Dino Fitness Center. So I
need my exclusive.
Getting the exclusives on the way, man. I'm hoping to have them to the people before Christmas, and it's looking like it. It's been a good week. Definitely getting a lot of new clients like in the fold. Like we're finally to the point where it's not baby steps. The first couple sessions, you're kind of, how are you, this and that, like learning how to do things. And so, yeah, it's really that on top of, I guess, trying to plan for the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see, I guess, how to make next year better, how to make the money that you want to make and all that. So, we're really worrying about how to make it work, like everybody else, like the New Year's resolutions and all that. But the thing for like a lot of business owners is you start thinking about that New Year's resolution well before January 1st.
Definitely, yeah. I think the biggest thing is setting the goals and milestones that are realistic
Mm-hmm.
and that you stick to it. And that's in all aspects of life. It's not just with the business. It'd be like, hey, these are the goals and milestones I want to hit at this stage.
True.
Stick to it, build up to those, and don't feel overwhelmed when you don't. Like, I feel like if you set a milestone that's way too big. I'm not saying you're not going to be able to achieve it, but you feel overwhelmed when it's getting nearer and nearer, where you could have been like, hey, I should just broke this down to 3 different steps to the one huge step at the end of the year. So I think that's the biggest thing for at least going into next year that I try to do is always try to set myself up with mini goals and then big celebration milestones that I can grasp, because the little wins count as well. So
that's true. Yeah. And if you don't have the little wins, you'll get very much so discouraged. I mean, I do that especially in life, but even more so bringing it back with a lot of my clients. A lot of them will be like, hey, I want to lose 50 pounds. I'm like, okay, hold up. I don't want you to get discouraged when we've been training for a month and you've only lost 10, which isn't only. But if your goal is
still a good
50,
milestone,
yeah. But if your goal is 50, 10 pounds feels like nothing.
Right.
But yeah, so definitely set those little goals. Definitely set the little goals and just take it as stair steps. The bigger the gap is, the harder it is for you to reach. Definitely want to get into that. But y'all know what time it is. NBA time.
Yeah, it's my favorite time. It's my favorite time.
I
like talking about basketball.
It's kind of our thing. Man, look, we actually forgot to talk about him last week. And I was like, because, okay, the biggest thing is,
I think I've talking about.
Hinted towards it because of the way we've been talking about how like the new prototype of NBA player is starting to look. Before it was the shorter guard or the giant kind of, I don't want to say chunky
post player.
Yeah, the big post players. But now we've got 7-footers that handle the ball like a guard, like an Iverson or like a like a Dwayne Wade or something. Like, it's crazy. So everybody's been saying, hey, we can't wait until next year when we draft Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, Victor W. Let's say,
Victor Dub.
Yeah.
So everybody's been talking about him, which I've been watching his games over there. He's been doing his thing. But we already got one at home. It's kind of like when you riding with your mama back in the day and you like, Mama, can we please go to McDonald's? And she like, boy, we got McDonald's at home.
A little bit. It's a little bit.
Except your mama can throw down.
So I was about to say, because some stuff at home don't be hitting the same that you get.
I don't want the burger on the white bread.
I don't want a patty just on some.
Yeah, but imagine
a loaf of bread.
Imagine if your mama had a brioche, some brioche buns, and it's got the silvered onions, the onions on there grilled just right.
Right.
All that. We got Burger King at home. Bol Bol has been showing out.
Bro, I'm so glad we about to talk about him. Like, to me, he is, I play a lot of 2K as well, but he is a 2K build.
That's how I used to build my 2K5. There's I had someone named JR Reed, because I used to use my mom's maiden name so they pronounce it. So JR Reed. And he was built just like that. 7'6", shooting the lights out, guarding Kobe.
Man, like Bol Bol is 7'2", got a handle like a guard. Like, he mixing people. He ain't just because some people mistake having handles by bringing the ball from one side of the court to the other. Everybody in NBA should be able to do that. I'm sorry. Right. Everybody should dribble from one side of the court to the other. I'm talking about be able to get off a defender with your dribble moves. That's what Bol Bol was doing. He is mixing people, guards. We're
talking about the in and out.
Guards.
In and out behind the back.
The hezzies. I'm like, he got it. He got it. And then he got a little shot. I always say little because it ain't consistent, but he do have a shot that make you, jump on him. Like, you can't just leave him wide open.
Yeah, that's
and then he's so tall, his shot is like effortless. Like, you're not even guarding him. Like, you just putting your hand up to make it look nice. So when you look at film, you be like, okay, I did actually guard him. I tried to guard him. You know what I mean? I'm not just looking at him. So But his shot, I mean, and then when he get to the rim, he's so tall, like he can lay it up or he can just dunk it. And then the last couple games, he's been having these like no look passes and crazy passes.
Yes.
I'm like, bro, and then he's so tall, can rebounds and blocks. I'm like, this is what we've been looking for. I think a lot of teams passed up on him. I think he was injury prone early on, especially coming out of college and all that. So I'm like, I think that's the biggest thing is like they were just unsure of how uncertain stuff was going to be. So I think now that we can see him healthy, like it's wonderful to see. Like I think it's going to be cool because I think this going to be like one of those like we would like to see this battle versus Victor versus Bol Bol. I think Bol Bol is going to be one of those like he's starting to solidify himself as like a key player in the NBA. He's not going to be like, oh, he's our 14th man, but he's,
like a Taco Fall was.
Yeah, like he's 7 feet, so he just gonna be able to be bringing attraction because how many people can see a 7-footer in person? So I'm like, for me, he that dude right now. Yeah, I'm glad we getting he's starting to get more recognition.
Well, because he's what we thought we were going to, well, and it's still early, and this is his like second or third year in the league, but it's kind of like with
Chet. For a
minute,
yeah, third or fourth, yeah,
third or fourth, like Chet, we thought we were going to get to see that right away, but unfortunately, when he went down with injury, because he's another one of those prototypes. He's another one of those 7 foot plus, not just, I think he's 7 foot, like we think with KD. We're like, I think he's 7. I know it says 6'9", 6'10", but I think he's 7. We got solidified 7+ footer, 7'2", 7'3", 7'4", and they're handling. They don't look awkward anymore. We're not getting those awkward, weird body, Dirk Nowitzki moving type players.
Yeah, I think Chet. I think he's gonna be nice. His confidence is through the roof.
Oh yeah,
like he talking about, I'm about to be, MVP. People gonna have to. I think the question was, who do you look forward to playing against when you're in NBA? He was like, they need to be looking forward to playing against me. I was like, all right, shit. You're like, you ain't really showed us nothing like in NBA. Like, I think once he start playing, he might have to get that pace. But OKC's a young, hungry team. Like, I think that's a great team for him to even be on with how they rolling. So I'm like, they have a nice team when he come back. I just think hopefully his body will hold up. To me, he's not going to be like, I think like KD and Bol Bol have some more muscle strength that they can add. It might not look like it, but it's still strong. Like KD can get people off even with his frame. Chet, I don't see him gaining muscle. I just don't see it. Hopefully it happens, but to me, it looks like that's his body. I think he's still going to be able to do some damage in the league, but he's not going to be able to get like, once he get in the paint, he ain't going to be able to get nobody off of him.
I think he could, but yeah, he doesn't quite have that. But shoot, a lot of these really skinny players kind of like have surprises, especially later on. Because then we also have to think about the fact that they haven't quite got their grown man bodies. What I mean by that is even just the regular person. Once I hit 25, 26, the weight got on a lot easier than it used to back when I was, younger. Like, and I ate a whole lot more back then, or I lifted weights enough, or I did this. But it's just something about when you get your grown man body. It sounds kind of crazy. Like we always talk about like the old man strength and all that. Like, so before you get that old man strength that like all our dads got somehow, you get that grown man strength. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. I do understand.
And so
basically after that age threshold gets passed, you get like, all right.
Yeah, you get a little bit more stacked on you. You get a little bit more, And so with Chet, he's only like 19, 20 years old. So yeah, he's a kid. He's a kid. He looks like a kid, even though he's 7+. He looks like it. Even I think Bol Bol's dad was Manute Bol.
Yeah.
Was a very slim, slender man, but he came.
He still must. Now he had grown man strength for sure.
Right, but he came over older.
Yeah, that's
so
also
they
true.
Didn't even know exactly how old he was because they like to play around with ages and stuff like that when they come over. There was a couple of guys on my team back when I was at Sunrise where I was like, I know you're saying you're 16, but what are you really?
Unofficially, I am
Yeah, when's your birthday?
21.
No. What's the age? No, what's the year? What year were you born?
Don't
Don't
see
get it
that
wrong.
birth certificate for me, please.
Yeah, and not the one that just says I am 15 with a $10 bill. Like, man, I swear, because I'm like, especially like my center, we had a 7-foot center on my team back in the day, and I'm
A
like,
legit 7 foot.
oh yeah, like 7'1".
Oh wow.
Yeah, he not as soft as I don't know. I won't say that, but like when he first got here, he played very European style, so he would still try to get threes and all that. We're like, yo, bro, get down on that block.
Stretch all that.
But then even when he did, even me at like 5'9", 5'8", I'm blocking his shot off the backboard and I'm keeping him out the post. I'm like, oh, he hasn't even learned how to play like a postman yet. And so he's still kind of soft. Like they used to be like, I don't know how Dennis is shutting him down.
Did he have a dribble or something? Like I feel like
he had a little bit of like a
because
like
he had a growth spurt.
Yeah.
So he played like a guard. So he's not used to playing in the post because he was like, well, I've been, a shooting guard, small forward the whole time. And now I'm like, I just grew. Now y'all want me to play post.
See, and that may have been it. But also I guess he'd already played like a year and a half of pro basketball in Russia, but somehow he was only 16. And I'm like,
oh, wow. Yeah, I did.
I don't think
he should be able to play.
I don't think you're 16 also. Like your chin strap's a little too chin strappy for a 16-year-old.
Oh, man.
I'll say. But yeah, no, so like Manute Bol, he was like a very slender dude, but I think that with Bol Bol being over here, as long as he has pretty much his whole life and adopting like the American diet and stuff like that, I could see him getting a lot bigger, or at least bigger than his dad was. If you guys go back in YouTube, Manute Bol, you'll see him, the way he played, his very slingshot threes, but them things was dropping. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I think it was one game he just made like 7. He went 7 for 7.
Oh yeah, I think I don't think his son gonna get it much bigger than what he is now. I think he might get stronger.
Yeah.
But as from looks, like the way he looks, I think that's what it's gonna be.
He already looks a little bit bigger than his dad. Than his dad.
I gotta look back at it. I think he looks slimmer than his dad, but at the same time, this handle, like the way he's able to get people off of him, he don't have to bang as hard as his dad does. So
because now I done lost you. I done lost you. Now I'm dunking.
Yeah, because a good little hezzy step back and that's it. Because you don't even need too much space because you're so tall as well. Like honestly, you need space just to make it look nice. Like you don't really need to.
Because even if I'm in his face, even if you can't lose me, if he goes up for a jump shot and shoots it at the height of his jump, how can I block that?
Right, and then he jumped a little bit too. He not even a set shooter. So I'm like, how do you even? Yeah.
Nah, so you got to be Ja Morant hops, but also 6'10" to block him.
Yeah, yeah. Bol Bol, his package is crazy. And another package I want to talk about is a dunk package. And I'm talking about Zion. 360 dunk at the end of the game against the Suns, bro. That is crazy. Okay, before we get into it, the dunk itself.
That's like his go-to. That's his go-to dunk. That's the crazy part. That's his go-to.
But it's so forceful. I'm like, bro, like I feel like he's going to break your wrist. Like every time he dunked that, like it's crazy.
There's a science to that for sure, man, especially with him because he always does that. Like he punishes the rim every dunk.
Yeah, I'm like, because it's been plenty of times where you see players had like some soreness or something like happens with their wrist or hand or, because they dunk it so hard all the time. Like it's tough. I don't see how he dunk it so hard all the time. Like it's just like he don't put no layup. Like
okay, I think
nothing soft.
Here's how I would try to make it make sense. You ever play on a 8.5 foot goal?
Yes.
How are your dunks on the 8.5 foot goal?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, my dunks were crazy because I was like, yeah.
So imagine Zion hops and legs.
Punishment.
It's to him. He's playing on that 8 foot, or that 8.5 foot, or that 9 foot goal.
I see what you're saying because we had a game. I think it was 8 foot, 8.5 when I was in 10th or 11th grade, and the game was dunks only. Like even if you shot a shot, like it doesn't count. It was only dunks only.
Oh, that's fun.
And yeah, it was tough. I mean, that's when you felt like everybody in this gym can go to the league because 8 foot is crazy, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So imagine people with the crazy hops, the 45, 50-inch verticals, and to put that into regular terms, the average person, the average regular athlete, if you jump, if you have a 30-inch vertical, you're that guy at your regular high school. 30 inches, not even 3 feet yet. So we have these people who are able to jump 50 inches without a running start, without, you know what I'm saying? This is what we talking about, those.
It's
talking
tough,
about to
man.
stand there, jump up, touch the thing.
Yeah, you got players touching like that. The square on the backboard, like it's not even like they don't even care about the rim anymore. They're looking down into the rim, but like, oh, I'm up here already. Might as well go ahead and dunk it.
Man, they dunking on the way up. That's the crazy part. They still got more up to go. Like, so
I guess I'll finish it. I'm already up here. You know what I mean? Hang time. I wish I had that luxury. I think that's one of the things I mean. Dunking is like, I feel like one of the most enjoyable type of deals. That's why everybody try to go to the 8 foot goal or whatever, because it's like, it's just something that, I don't know, it's just 2 points. Because 2 points, I always say the same. 2 points are all the same.
Right.
Hit the backboard,
But it's something
fade
about
away.
being able to.
It's something about that dunk or catch a body. Oh my goodness. Those are just mean. But back to Zion. I want to ask.
Yes.
Do you think it was disrespectful, one? And is there like an unspoken rule in not just NBA, but in basketball? Like y'all
basketball, period. Yeah.
If y'all up past, and it's about the clock is winding down, they just let it just dribble out the clock, or should you just go ahead and continue to play? I mean, I'm gonna hear your thoughts and I'll let you know mine.
Okay. So yes, typically there is that unspoken rule of we run out the clock. Hey, if I'm up by 12 points on y'all, and there's 17 seconds left on the clock. 17 seconds left on the clock. I just passed half court, so now there's none of that 8-second violation now. I dribble the clock out, maybe even shake up with whoever's by me. All right, man, hey, good game, blah, blah, blah. But I guess for him, and I think it's, man, I hate to sound like the old dude, but this newer generation is like, everything is viral. Everything is me, showing off. Like, like how, like, you watch somebody do like a quick in and out, they cross somebody and left him over there, shot it, and now the whole crowd's getting wild over a shot that happened in the first quarter or something. Like, that shot meant nothing. And that's basketball. Everybody's going to get crossed. Everybody's going to get dunked on. Everybody's going to get blocked. But nowadays, everything is viral. Everything is, the crowd should go crazy and people run on the court for every single little thing. And so they're so used to like rubbing everything in everyone's faces. After every dunk, you see, he also did the little too small thing, and so they're just kind of used to that. And it's kind of like in baseball, how we used to not do, like, there were certain unwritten rules there too that, like, I'm starting to see happen. Like when you hit a home run, you're not supposed to throw the bat up, do a bat flip or whatever. Now they doing bat flips extra disrespectful. They pointing at the pitcher and then throwing it like that, and then talking stuff the whole time they run the bases. So like now it's a whole, like, these younger cats are, I ain't gonna sound that old. But like, I'm starting to sound more and more like my dad as the days go. But
that sounds like a commercial.
These young cats, but no, they kind of have that to where we talk stuff after every game or after every move, and like he said, y'all knocked my team out and I couldn't do nothing about it. So now this is my get back game. This is that. So I mean, I want to have a problem with it, but if it's the way the new kids are, the new generation is, yes, you're gonna have the older players like the Chris Pauls or whatever, but you definitely I don't know. I think people just have to kind of adjust to the newer times. It's kind of like how we're like, yo, this new rap is blah blah blah. Yo, man, They like it. I love it, I guess. And yo, we were just saying a couple episodes back that we wanted Zion to have that kill mode, right? We
Thank you.
were wondering how would he be as a killer? Not just, hey, I'm happy to be here. No, y'all got to feel my wrath.
Right.
Here we are.
Yeah, and that's, to me, I have no problem. And the reason I say that is because if you're on offense and the clock is still going down, it's up to the team discretion if they're going to go for it or dribble out. That's up to them. If you see me attacking the rim, the defenders got to defend me still.
Right.
I've seen some NBA players talking about that. It's like, if you didn't want me to score the last 2 points, you didn't want me to dunk, you should have been guarding me. Why are they walking over the court? You still got 17 seconds left. So to me, I mean, I don't find it disrespectful because they have an opportunity to stop them. I can see if they was already at the, at the bus and already leaving and be like, okay, he just went and dunked. Like, nobody's even on the court. I was like, you still got 5 players on the court. You see, it would have been 5-on-1 if they all went back and guarded him. But it's like, I think it's unspoken to the point where everybody doesn't have to abide by that rule. It's like, it's not when you say, because if I'm up by 4, are you going to still guard me? I got to be up by 10. I got to be up by 8. It's no set amount. So I'm like, to me, if you didn't want him to dunk like that, especially at home, come on, like at home, like you should.
I got to put on a show for my people.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm like, I just think that right there at that moment, like, to me, you just defend them. Like, you know how they got somebody in front of you and
at least just stay in front of them. Yeah.
Yeah, like you make them dribble it out. Like, stay in front of him so much that he's not going to drive on you hard. So the only thing I find disrespectful is if you are the defender and so say it was flipped. The Suns had the ball. They had to dribble the clock out. They was going to lose by 8 or whatever points. And then the offense go and steal the ball and lay it up for 2 points, even though they're up by like 10. That's the only way I find disrespectful if you're going for a steal when you don't need a steal, and then you're laying up for 2 points just a stat pad a little bit. So that's it's only flip on that perspective. But if it's just, hey, I'm just on offense and I can run on the clock, it's up to me as a person. I can either go in there, but the defense gonna have to be the one to be like, hey, let's just stand in front of him so he don't do no crazy move or nothing like that, because like you said, that's payback. Now, I definitely would have had that payback more in the playoffs. I mean, this is tough because it's the matchup where he can play him first time, but I need to see that same
keep that going
energy, same energy in the playoffs, because right now, hey, Pelicans number 1.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if
they're gonna stay number 1, but they are number 1 right now.
Well, with the momentum and with the way this team looks, I believe that even if they don't stay, because right now, dude, in 3 days it'll be the Jazz or the Nuggets or somebody. Like, it's so close right now to where who's number 1 right now will not be even after tonight, maybe.
Yeah,
but with the way that they play, I definitely see them as like a higher seed, at least in the playoffs. So no matter what,
sure.
So no matter what, you're gonna have to see me.
Oh yeah. And right now with the Suns, they look like they on the declining end as well. So it's like they just got blown up by the Celtics. Then it's a tough loss to the Pelicans. So it's like the Suns are not on the upward trend. So I'm like, you definitely gonna be like hearing about Zion and the Pelicans this whole rest of the year in the playoffs. So hey, they better battle for it.
So yeah, it's definitely, I don't know. I don't think that I would call it too unsportsmanlike. I mean, plus, man, like, I think about it like boxing. Protect yourself at all times. Yo, until you hear the bell, they say play until you hear the whistle.
Play till the clock, exactly. Because I'm like, if you just up by 2, you're playing defense on me, right? So you might as well play, 10 plus points. So, hey, it is what it is.
And so with that, it definitely sends a message, and it gets me excited knowing that with them both being West Coast teams or Western Conference teams, they both have to they're gonna have to play 4 times, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have to see each other. And then I'm also like, oh, go ahead.
So basically, what y'all gonna do next time?
Right, the next matchup. Hey, I did this to y'all. What y'all gonna hit back with? And also, I'm like, if I'm Zion, this didn't happen, but if he has scored like 48, and these 2 points are what's going to get him to 50, am I going to dribble out the clock?
Right.
I'm going for my 50. I'm sorry. I'm not dribbling out the clock because y'all didn't want to play defense. Now, that wasn't the case here, but I'm like, if you got some time to get like a career high or break a milestone in points or whatever, like, I'm still going to go for it. I'm not about to just like let the clocks, go out and be like, okay, next game, when everybody's a close game and everybody want to play, then I'll go for my 50. Then I was like, no, you go for it right now. So to me, I'm like, it's not, it can be looked at disrespectful, but at the same time, I don't have no problem with this. So it is what it is.
Stop me.
Exactly.
If you don't like what I'm doing, it's like when people used to get mad at Cam Newton for dancing in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't like me dancing in the end zone, don't let me get in the end zone.
Exactly. I was like, and then you have 5 defense. Like, Zion was the only person on his team that crossed the half court.
Right.
Like I said, if you had put 5 defenders on, you have 5 versus 1. Like,
make him dribble it out.
Exactly.
So yeah, man. It's whatever, man. These kids are gonna play how they play, man. They're talking a whole lot. I mean, we still hear the stories about how, the old heads used to talk stuff to each other and all that. So every aspect of the game has evolved. The dribbling, the dunks, the in-game dunks, the distance that we shoot threes. So you don't think that something like how the trash talk or how how that aspect of the game is, you don't think that would evolve as well?
Right. Because I find Ja Morant hitting the gritty after every play more disrespectful. Because I'm like,
bro, get back on defense.
What you dancing for?
I'm dribbling the ball up. You don't care about me dribbling the ball up enough to where you're going to dance.
Arena, bro, he got that arena going crazy every time he do that move. I'm like, so I don't know, man.
This new generation, they going to do what they going to do, man. So stop them.
Yeah, man. For
Stop them, man. You got Steph Curry. Dude, honestly, that's more disrespectful to me. Do not hit the 3, turn around and be like, did it go in?
That's tough, though. That's
but stop him.
I'm not a fan, but that is disrespectful in a good way. Like,
yeah,
it ain't no stopping that.
But I love it, man. I don't know. It's crazy. Stop him.
I don't like the Warriors, but that shot is like you can't help but like it. I'm like, that's tough, man.
The fact that he's already back on defense before it drops, and he already knows it's dropping. Stop him, because you're not supposed to do that. If we're talking about sportsmanship and all that, proper follow through, leave your hand up. Okay, cool. Get back on defense. Don't say nothing. Yeah. Okay. But what gets you paid, what gets you the endorsements is the personality. So me doing these extra things gets you the extra deals. Him hitting the 3 didn't get him him hitting 3s didn't get him the Brita water deals. It's the splash, the water,
feeding into
start equating that to that. So a lot of these people are looking out for their brand deals as well, which it kind of sucks that the game has kind of gotten to more of an individualistic than the team thing. But if Zion's known for his dunks and his explosiveness and his shoes and this and that, I'm gonna hit the crazy dunk, especially end of the game. And he may have it in his contract. If you get a certain amount of dunks a year, then you get this bonus. So I'm gonna make sure I stack my stuff up. And now you can use this footage in my commercial.
Yeah.
You can use this in my Jordan Zion
promo videos and all that stuff. Yeah.
I'm stacking up my highlight reel. I'm stacking up my stuff for when I go get a deal with, I don't know, JBL headphones or whatever.
Right.
Or a good poster for Walmart to print out and kids buy for $20. Man. It's crazy.
It is how it is. I don't know how to say it, man. I don't know if you watch any of the games though.
Man, I caught a little bit of my. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna start with the fact that the Lakers are still on a good run.
Okay,
we still, we're looking a whole lot better. But that overtime loss kind of got me a little bit. But
did you watch the game or you just?
I caught the end of it. I caught the overtime.
It was a tough one.
Yeah,
it's just one of those. It's like. Because to me, a lot of people went in. I think the 76ers was the favorite to win.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I was like a healthy AD the way he's been playing with LeBron. y'all should be able to come up with the win.
Dude, AD must have heard me, bro. I'm telling you.
And I'm like, but this one, I mean, for the overtime and then overtime, oh my goodness. I saw overtime. I didn't see the game. I just, when they said, oh, it's going to overtime, I was like, oh, let me tune into it.
Right.
Real
That's
quick.
the way I felt about that. Yeah.
And then y'all couldn't make a shot. I was like, the first 3 minutes, y'all couldn't make a shot. Just chucking up threes. Westbrook taking a whole bunch of shots. I was like, see, to me, in overtime, Westbrook shouldn't be taking a lot of these shots.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's like games like that where it could be like a winnable game. You really got to go deep into your game plan. And I feel like some of that goes into the coaching a little bit as well. I'm like, hey, let's mix it up a little bit. I know this team was able to, kind of build and do whatever in the fourth quarter, but I'm like, maybe we can switch it up, give them a new look, run some different plays and stuff like that in this game time situation. And to me, that's kind of like, this is a best time to test it out. So when you go deeper into the season, I don't got y'all going in the playoffs like that. But once you get deeper in the season, I feel like you can experiment right now. So when you have it, you can be like, okay, run this one, this working against this team and stuff like that. So, yeah, to me, I'm like, it's tough. Those losses are tough.
I mean, yeah. It's just, man, it's how that go. I mean, plus Joel Embiid, he's been playing with the chip on the shoulder, I believe. And I guess I kind of would be too, man. You watch. And honestly, I think that Jokic deserved it. But like, imagine knowing in your mind, I'm better than him. I played the same position and I do better than him in his mind. I don't know. I like Jokic over Joel just slightly. I give him a slight advantage. But he's like, yo, I need one of those MVPs. So I think Joel Embiid this year is shooting to have the MVP season.
I think so. I just think, like, for me, he's going to have to play a lot better because he's getting overlooked by so many players and they're not winning enough for them to be like a standout. And for me, I think Jokic deserved those MVPs over Joel. Because I'm like,
oh yeah,
unlike
for sure.
Joel, unlike Joel, like the offense, like he is initiating almost every play is Jokic. He's like
somewhere involved in that play does not happen without him, whether it's the nice assist, the pickoff, or plain him scoring.
Right. He bringing the ball up sometimes. I'm like, I think especially when Murray was out, I'm like, he was the main focus of the offense. Like Joel Embiid does it, but he always seemed like a running mate that always come along with them. That's a ball handler. That's kind of running the play, and then Joel Embiid kind of picks it up. Or they want to dump down into the post, and he kind of face up and try to do a shot or something like that. But it's like, you're not initiating everything. Like, you might have some good passes and assists go off, but for the most part, hey, Jokic is the one that's, doing everything. So to me, I'm like, you're going to have to do a lot better for your team. And then with James Harden, that was like, this year, I didn't see him win the MVP because I thought James Harden and Joel Embiid was going to go crazy. So they're going to cancel each other out for the MVP voting. But this year, it doesn't seem like they just
either one of them.
It doesn't seem
like either one of them should be in the talks right now. It could definitely change, but I don't really. The one who I would say, I don't think James Harden wins another MVP. His style is starting to get a little bit more. We're catching on to it. Like everybody else starting to catch on. Look, we see what you're doing. We see how you're playing. We're able to stop that a little more. And with him being a little bit more injury prone nowadays, and he doesn't really seem as focused. Could be wrong. This is just me from a fan's point of view. I'm not seeing the James Harden that did win one here anymore.
He's not as aggressive, and I think it's because of his age and his body. I don't think he can be as aggressive as he wants to, even though he's like, I know I can be aggressive, but his body just won't allow him. So to me, I don't see him win another MVP. And I doubt he gets to get a ring with the 76ers team. I mean, I just don't see a run happening with them. I mean, the East is really tough this year again. With Celtics and the Bucks at the top still, it's going to be tough for them to even get back, get to a conference final. So I'm like, it's not going to be something that they can just walk in the park and be like, hey, James Harden, can you give us 25? We
need you tonight. Yeah.
Like he's going to have to drop like 40 every night just for them to get to the conference finals. So it's like, to me, I don't see him doing that. And then I don't know if he's going to be healthy or he's conditioned correctly to even withstand, these back-to-back games, and then go on the road when it comes playoff time. So to me, I don't see him doing all that, man. Not no more.
No, he doesn't. I don't know, and it's mainly because of how he doesn't quite take care of his. I mean, they talk about how he's dang near addicted to the strip clubs and the nightlife, and we don't really see. I mean, which a lot of times, I forgot who was talking about that. Like, I think it was like John Wall or something. He's like, I could be wrong. It's somebody else, but they talk about how they.
Yeah, don't name drop now.
Yeah. Because I could be wrong.
Hey, John Wall, text me right now. Y'all said what?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but like I remember seeing a ball player saying, "Man, y'all think just because we ain't recording, we ain't working. Just because you don't see me post videos about it all the time, that means we ain't working." But I don't really see that from him.
Yeah.
For some reason, to me, it feels like he's hanging out with Lil Baby or in the strip clubs, or I got a friend who owns a chain of strip clubs, and they like, "Yo, we see that boy in there so much, he don't even seem famous no more."
Yeah, he definitely got a lot of off the court antics that he's involved in, a lot of hobbies outside of basketball. So it's cool. It just, I think the dedication is kind of like, I think he's at the peak where he's like, hey, I'm good at basketball. I don't need to work on my craft any longer. The only time he really need to get reps in is if his body's, out of condition and he's kind of going just to get conditioning type of deal. But to me, I think he needs to start working on another piece of his game that doesn't involve so much as the finishing, because he doesn't have the
dribbles
shooting,
and
something that can like more space without going to the finishing. Because since you're slowing down, since you're not as physically inclined to body down there, I don't think you need to worry about finishing as much. Just trying to get more shots so you can be like, hey, I'm still a threat out here, but I can still get by you, but I don't have to do that every other play because he can't. So. Yeah.
So with that, I guess that kind of like leaves a question to like, do you think that like this like basketball would be like a harder to stay healthy, to stay active type of, or to stay in your prime type of sport?
And that's interesting. I don't think it is like if you start to say like, is it hard to stay in prime or is it hard to stay in shape? I think that's two different things.
That's true. I guess I would say prime. Like because for him, I feel like his prime days might be behind him. So would basketball period, especially like, I mean, I was supposed to talk about pro because that's the highest level. Would at the pro level, would it be really hard to stay at your prime?
Yeah, it depends on what individual person is their prime. I think is what the thing is, because each player will have like, because if I'm a bitch player, my prime is pretty standard.
Okay.
But if I'm LeBron James or James Harden, then my prime is at a peak. How long can I, stay there? And I think it's hard to stay in your prime for a long time. I think because LeBron has been there for a long time. People think that's a norm. But honestly, James Harden is one of those where his prime was at this level. I think his Rockets years was pretty much most of his prime. Maybe a little bit his stunt with Nets, but right now I think his prime is declining. I mean, you could try to get back to it, but to me, I feel like it's harder to keep your prime because that's like
once you get out of it, you kind of.
I think your prime years is your peak. I think it's your peak years. It's like you did the most. You your stats look incredible. You're healthy. You're not as injury prone. I think that goes into as well. Like, because a lot of people say like if he wasn't injured during his prime,
right?
So I'm like, I think injuries play a part in it too. Like, what's the one that you're most healthy? Your stats also look good. You won something or achieve something. Like if you want an MVP, to me, those are your prime years as well. I think it's tougher in the NBA for the prime years because one, I don't think it's not as many years as people think it is. To me, right. I think it's like a 4 or 5 year thing. For most for the average person.
Yeah, I think that kind of goes to like a LeBron's, like that kind of goes to like a LeBron credit, like being able to make it look like that because, like you said, like most people's primes is maybe 2, 3, 4 years. So for him to still be at 27, 28, 29 points a game, year 21, It's like, yo, is he still in his prime? Like, yes, it looks like a decline, but we're talking about his decline being 25.
That's why I said I think your
His
prime got to
decline
be
is
that
25
person's
and 8.
peak greatness, because LeBron's peak greatness is so astronomical that people's like, oh, he's declining because he's averaging somebody else's peak. So it's like it's not the same. It's not the same level. Like LeBron is in a level almost a class of his own almost. So it's like I think the average person prime is X amount of years. LeBron is like X times 10.
Yeah, and I think like people. Shoot, that would kind of play into like people's abilities. Like, I mean, their abilities making them like which ones would you rather have? Like, would you want his ability, like a LeBron's, IQ, Curry shooting, Jaws athleticism, something like that? Like which one would you want?
Now, if you talk about like me currently or like with my skill set now, which one I want?
Yeah. We would say with your build, which I say like, so what abilities like a LeBron IQ, Curry shooting, Jaws athleticism, Giannis body, because that would change up a lot, or even a Kyrie's handles.
Okay, we go limit it to those.
Yeah.
Let me see. That's tough because right now, me, I am 5'10". I got a little dribble. I got a little shot. I think my IQ in basketball is pretty decent. So to me, I'm gonna have to go with. That's tough, man. I think maybe athleticism. I think that's the only thing because I really don't need like.
Dude, you with the Jaws athleticism would
right
be crazy.
Now. That's what I'm saying. Right now, if you just jumping out the gym, like I think that would be. Because right now, I don't really need a Kyrie handle because my handle is decent enough. I think the people who want those handles is like you didn't have a good handle already. So, and then the shooting, now Curry shooting is tough.
Curry shooting.
I think that's the only thing that I would debate between because that can last so much longer than Jaws athleticism. Like I can have athleticism, but that might be last like 5-6 years. But Curry shooting is goddamn. 70 years old, he can still be shooting like Reggie Miller and all them.
Yeah, I mean, shooting's one of those things you don't lose.
That's what I'm saying.
Like literally, you'd have to get your hands chopped off to lose that. Like,
all right, like he's sitting down on the side of the court hitting shots. I'm like, really, like, so that's tough. I would say right now, just because of how much I like the thought of dunking and able to blow past and dunk on somebody. I would have to hit job with my frame right now.
Yeah,
my size and my handle already, like to me, like those are bodies like every game.
Okay. Yeah, because all right. So when we think about athleticism, and it kind of goes into like a little bit of what we were talking about last week with athleticism being both like the stuff that we naturally see, like the run fast, jump high, the left to right lateral movements, but then also like the accuracy and all that. So with that, shoot, I kind of like the athleticism too. Okay, so for me, I'm a little bit slimmer. I've started putting on muscle and stuff, so I'm starting to get a little thicker, but I'm 6'1". I think if I get back in the gym regularly, my shot's nice. I mean,
and you lefty, right?
Yeah, lefty with the shot.
Yeah, lefty shooters are different though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, so I mean, I could say Curry shooting, but like, I mean, I'm already like when I'm in the gym regular, my shot's nice. Even when I'm not, shoot. I mean, remember when we played at the park against those dudes? We shot the game winner at night.
Yeah, that was a tough one, bro. I was kind of blind out there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was like, when y'all said the ball went, I was like, all right, it went in because I can't really see too much out here.
I was like, man, let me end this because it's starting to get kind of dark. And
it's tough when you call a shot. That's really tough. He's like, hey, let me end it, and it's pull up. I was like, oh my goodness, that's cold. That's cold.
Yeah, no,
I'm about to pick Curry shooting because I ain't that confident. I'll shoot and be like, oh, I made it, but I ain't gonna be like, hey, y'all ready to go home? Splash.
See, and that's how I mean. Normally, man, I need some of my old buddies. I need some of my old buddies and people that hoop with me, especially like my Navy buddies, to comment, chime in, talk about this. how much I love talking stuff on the court. How much?
Hey, you got some witnesses.
Yeah, I got some witnesses. Shoot, you seen the very mild version of me talking stuff. Just a little bit of, I'm gonna say, okay, I used to dunk all the time. I used to dunk back in the day. I kind of want that back. So I would kind of go towards Ja's athleticism. But if I had Giannis's body,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
if I had Giannis's body with how I play now, y'all not stopping me. And we probably not doing this podcast because I'll be getting ready for a game. I'll be in the league right now.
I had to do the podcast by myself.
Yeah.
Talking about Dennis just winning dunk for 40.
Right, man. Yo, Dennis got punched in the face because he won't stop talking stuff on the court. Oh yeah, man. I'd have a strong jaw because I'll be talking stuff, man.
That's why I was like, for you, I see you with either Giannis' body or the handle. Because you have handles, but if you had Kyrie handle with the shot you have, I think that would change the game for you for sure. For sure.
Matter of fact, you got to see. I'm gonna have him get on the show soon or something. My boy Jonathan Brown, from the Navy. Big shout outs to him. I remember one time it was just like a pickup on the weekend game when we were stationed in Bahrain. And like we were picking teams and this and that. And I was like, before the game even started, I was like, for some reason I wasn't getting picked like one of the first two people. And I don't know why I took that personal. Because I was like 6'1". We had a dude over there who's 6'5", dude 6'8". There was a couple dudes where I'm like, yo, you're supposed to be in the league, but like their coaches like hid their letters or something. We used to hear weird stories about people that just like joined.
Oh wow.
And so I was like, hey, if losing's what you worried about, pick me. It ain't gonna happen. And so I'm just like talking, we just being funny. And so then I start getting off, and he's cracking up because I'm just like hitting shots in people's face from like 30. And I'm like, if losing's what you worried about. I was like, y'all suck. Y'all suck. I'm going crazy. And so like, I know with the way that I talk on the court, with the way that I act, especially because I'm a very mild-mannered type of person, I guess.
Right.
Sometimes. But playing competitively, like any sport, I don't care if it's in a league, when I played in Filipino leagues, when I played back in high school, or just for fun. I just love competition. I don't care if we playing Uno or
a different side of you come
2K, curling. I'm that dude, man.
You need to stop with the curling though. You know, it's going to pick up on that. You need to stop. Don't mention curling no more.
Man, I'm about to kill y'all curling, man. But anyways.
But yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, I'm definitely not as talkative on the court just because I play with a lot of random folks. And I don't know how people going to take stuff once you say it. Because I'd be like, hey, I'm just saying this stuff on the court. Because after this, I'm going back home. I ain't got no trophy to win. I ain't got no ring to go get. So I'm going home. I'm trying to get home after this. So I don't talk ass reckless, but yeah, I definitely get animated. Especially like intramural, like in college intramural, I got a little animated, but at the same time, I know this is all kind of like a safe zone type of deal. Like nobody really about no action after the game. So that's where I try to keep mine, kind of mild. I mostly just screaming like and ones and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
or like get off me. Hey, he's too small. Those type of antics and stuff like that. But I ain't about to talk too disrespectful to anybody, but
it definitely depends where I'm at because like I done played in some trenches where it's a whole lot of gang members and finger twisting and all that, and it's fun. We get some good runs, but there was one time where I was like, "Hey man, that's a foul," and they was like, "On Bloods, that ain't no foul," and I was like, "You know what, man? I don't think it was a foul anymore. I don't think it was a foul, man. I mean,
I think I got that. You're right.
It was on me.
I got it. You know what? Y'all can already get this win. We can wrap this up right now.
Let me shake up with you, man. Yo, you nice, man.
You said you was gonna go to the league, but what happened?
What happened? Gang banging? No. I see it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. So you definitely got to be aware. So I'm like, I don't really talk, but for yours, I'm like, for you, it got to be Giannis' body.
If
you can already dunk. That's what I'm saying. If you can already dunk, like that's what I'm saying. That's why I need Ja. Because I'm like, I can't dunk right now. I think I can get to it. I think I'm gonna get to it.
I honestly think you can.
I can get it done. I can get it done. I can hit the rim. I just can't grip the ball and dunk it. So I'm like, I'm right there.
Yeah.
But if I can look over the rim and dunk, like I think it'll be.
First off, don't give me the way that I talk stuff. Don't give me Jaws athleticism. Someone's gonna shoot me down. Everybody is a baby.
Reckless.
Everybody is a baby. If I could jump like him,
man,
the bodies I'm gonna be catching gonna be crazy. And I'm talking stuff before I even jump. I'm putting you. I'm putting you in the basket, little dude. Like, oh yeah,
man.
Whole bunch of stuff I don't even want to say on the show. It's my friends know how I talk.
Y'all let us know in the comments. Y'all let us know what ability with your current, stature, your current skill set, what you want. You got LeBron's IQ, his play style, how he's playmaking ability, how he know, the play before it even happens, two steps ahead. Curry's shooting. Hey, long range, deep threes, whatever.
Turn
off
around.
The dribble, spot up, man, crazy. You got Josh athleticism, like dunking, finishing, above the rim, hang time. That's And then you got Giannis' body. 7-footer.
7 foot, strong,
grown man body. That's a grown man body.
He already got his grown man body. We watched him when he had his kid body. Now he got his grown man body.
I'm talking about his body right now, grown.
Yes, right now, grown man. Yeah. Or
and then
Kyrie handles.
Yeah. Kyrie handles, in and out, hezzy, pump fakes. Like his package is crazy.
I know we kind of brushed by that because we were making our own things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand I don't think people understand how great of a player he is, to the point where, look, let him say some wild stuff from time to time, but I need to see him on the court. I
mean, that's why he's playing now. It's not like, because like, honestly, if a lesser player was to say some comments that he had made, he wouldn't be on the team currently.
Oh, yeah. But he does things that I have never seen. And do you know what hand he is?
I think he's right-handed, but
you can't tell.
You wouldn't know.
We would never know. We will never know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
His left-hand layups anyway, reverse, flicking it, however you want to move your arm, is perfect. His right.
But the English off the glass, though, like, to me, is because I don't know if you've seen that video. He did layups where he spin the ball off the east side of the backboard.
Yeah.
He's like, I know if I spin it this way, like, I know how it's going to fall. I'm like, but that's cool in practice, but in real time to know how to spin it, that's crazy.
No, he had a training video back when I was a senior in high school on that. He had just gotten to the league. He's like, yeah, I do it like this, and I flick it this way, and I train it like that.
That's crazy.
I was outside for 5 hours after I watched that video. Like, how do I? Okay, but if I,
hey man,
he's different. He's different. But yeah, man, like we will never see anything like. I mean, I hope we do, but like, he's one of those once in a generational talents when you actually break down the way he moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be that small, which we say small, but man's like what, 6'3"?
Yeah, like 6'2", 6'3", I think.
And he gets to most of his finishes are at the rim. Yeah, it's not a dunk most of the time, but it's right underneath it. How is it that a 7-footer can't just swat that to the rafters?
Them reverse layups. I mean, like, he shifted with it. So I think
off of either leg too. Like, people understand how crazy this is.
Yeah, because I think his handles, I think, can go in with the finishes a little bit.
Yeah.
I think the handles can go into with the finishing. So think about that if you decide in the comments. So don't be saying, hey, I can dribble already. Because I said that. But also, I know I can't dunk, so I got to have that.
Now you think about the handle on how he's finishing. Yeah, man, that all goes into it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
And so, yeah, man.
Y'all let us know.
Let us know. Shoot, yeah, that's... Man, I don't know, man. It kind of got me, because I've been watching him lately, especially with
that's what I said with your package, bro. I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, I would probably go with the Giannis body still for me.
Yes,
me personally, the way I play, especially now, I've been noticing
to the league
with my older like, I can't jump like I used to. I've been doing a little bit of the back to the basket turnaround jumper without jumping too much.
Modify his game.
Yeah, I got the old head game now.
Yeah.
I remember the 30 pluses back when I was a kid at the Y, like, yo, why he move like that? Like, why he ain't running like us? This man he jumping 3 inches off the ground. But it's
Hey,
shot.
you see how I play? Like I don't like before. Like I say in college, and I mean we still young, ain't like we super old. But I definitely was a lot of dribble and drop. Like I stayed in the
Oh, yeah.
paint. But now it's a lot more of an outside game. I take my time. I bring the ball right back out to the half court, make everybody wait. I was like, everybody gonna rest when Jamal got the ball because I'm taking my time with it. I'm not about to just speed pass and try to get that. I used to do a lot of hop steps and a lot of Euro steps, try to get to the basket. But now it's more like I do a lot of middies, a lot of mid-range shots. So stuff like that. So yeah, man.
Shoot, my boy Nigel Morrison, my boy Gardner, we used to play on this team when I was in Diego Garcia. And I remember there was one time they was laughing when they told me about it. They was like, bro, your layup package got these Filipinos talking crazy about you. like I had to work one day, so I didn't get to go to one of our I didn't get to play in one of our games. And so they were like, yo, man, how come when we got in the gym, the Filipinos were like, hey, where is the guy you guys always have with you, the one who does layups like this?
Hey,
I was
he be doing switcheroos.
Yeah, the switcheroo up and under the. Because man, I was attacking the rim, man. I wanted almost all my shots to be right there, unless I was like, there was a lot of times where, like because of how much stuff I talked and how I used to act, like, every time I got the ball after a while, every Filipino in the crowd would start booing me. And they didn't know, like, y'all don't do that. I feed off that.
You feed off.
I basically, it's like on Monsters Inc., those tanks.
Oh, yeah.
I get powered by the booze. Yeah, but it's all booze. Dude, oh, man.
Oh, the scares. Oh, yeah. These are scares.
Like, oh, you guys are booing right now. So now I can shoot from 40. All because of the booze. Now I can. Now I'm crossing over your best player and I'm ripping him. Yeah, man. Like I'm talking stuff. I'm just like it was one. I met the dude at half court, slapped the floor, and then started holding defense. I hear the boos, I hear the people talk crazy. I steal the ball, go for like a high layup, and like barely dunk it. You could call it a dunk, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like I grabbed the rim, but it was a layup. And I was like, hey, y'all see that dunk? I said that to I went back down. I said that to my bench. They was like, that wasn't no dunk. And I was like, bet I'm gonna steal it and get into a dunk now. And so meet him at half court, tapped the ball, stole it again, cocked it back. It just as hard as I could. Everybody started booing louder. And I was just like, yeah, this is your fault. This is your fault. This is your fault.
Hey, I don't blame you, man. If I'm booming like that, I'm definitely talking. I don't care.
Yeah, so that's why don't give me his athleticism, because if I was already doing that with my athleticism,
you got one game.
I'm getting shot. I already know. I already know, man.
They got one good game and that's it.
Yeah, they go, man.
Hey, right here. I got something from the car.
They gonna run to the car like what's that? What's one of my favorite movies, man? The one with Tupac. Why am I blanking? It's gonna be on my list too.
I know exactly which one you're talking
about.
Above the
rim.
Was it above? Yeah.
Above the rim when old buddy came back with the backpack. Yeah, man.
You talking all that smack.
Somebody go get me, man. But yeah, man, this was a funny one. Just know that I want y'all to know before we head on out. Hey, this has been really fun so far. Also, guys, let us know. Keep talking to us. Letting us know. Let us know if you want to be a guest on the show. We do have a couple that we're lining up. Even just if you just want to come on and talk stuff with us or rebuttal some stuff that you may have heard from another episode. And know that, man, most of this stuff is for comedic value. Or it's for entertainment. I just like talking stuff. This is how we talk.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, we definitely have some evergreen, or we have some shorter episodes. Let us know if you like the shorter format, the longer format, because I know the last week's was a little long. We just kind of got caught up in it where we almost could have made that 2 episodes. But I mean, I liked it.
It's all over the place, but hey, it's a good one. I think I like those episodes because it branches out. And it's kind of like how dynamic conversation goes. Like, yeah, you might call somebody, talk about this one topic, but then y'all talk about like 3 or 4 topics. And then,
Right.
you've been on the phone for an hour and a half plus. So it's like, I think that's how the conversation really kind of goes. So we don't have to be structured where we're just talking about one topic or one theme and then just kind of go from there. So,
yeah. So even if even if y'all want to come on and we talk about something totally different,
just let us know.
Yeah, let us know, man. I definitely like engaging conversations with people and people just kind of forcing me to think outside the box, sometimes. But I'm having a good time, man. This is just a fun hobby for me. But also, shoot, I have a couple people that have been asking about brands and stuff like that, or sponsoring. So if you're wanting to do that, hey, hit us up, man. I mean, of course, we're still early on, so of course, all that stuff is cheap. So, yeah, man, it's been a fun one. We have the end of the year coming up. So we'll have a couple of shorter ones, a couple of Christmas, probably a Christmas special or something,
Yeah, for sure.
So, be on the lookout. Thank you so much for what you guys have done for us. I guess.
Yeah, man. Like, comment, subscribe for sure down on YouTube as well. I think that's one of the biggest things. We got to start pushing those. We need some more engagement. Let us know. Give us some feedback. Anything, let us know. Topics. Hey, y'all need to talk more about this. Y'all tired of us talking about basketball so much. Let us know. We get a little bit of that where it's like, y'all supposed to be talking about other stuff. I was like, we kind of gave some anime stuff, last episode, but we're gonna start
Wakanda.
Yeah, we're gonna start giving some more like diversity in our different podcast episodes. But our core, at least for me, is basketball for most of it. So
yeah, we'll definitely drop in basketball in just about every episode. Just a little check-in. So even if we aren't just all basketball like we were today, we'll have lots of stuff. I mean, I know like we'll have people that will ask like those weird but we also don't want to be like those every other podcast dudes that we kind of getting tired of, like, should men go 50-50 and all the BS.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, we don't gotta say all, you know what I'm saying? Plus, hey man, hey y'all, shoot, I'm married, so I don't know what y'all doing out there.
Yeah,
I don't know what y'all doing. Hey.
Hey, let them know. Hey,
dude, me and my loving wife, I don't go worry about none of that. 50-50, this, that. What should you take on the first date? Shoot, I don't know. What's a first date? It's been so long. I don't know.
I don't
know where to meet him.
Me and my lovely wife are set.
We are set. What good Netflix show? We can talk to y'all about that. Netflix show. But yeah, for sure, definitely help us run up the numbers, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Definitely share this. We're getting close to closing a couple of deals where we definitely need the numbers. But either way, man, thank y'all to the ones who still tune in every week, man. I've gotten some great guys who are like great people who've hit me up personally and said, yo, man, love the show. Every time y'all put something out, I'm quick to rush to it, Yeah, so definitely a big shout out to y'all, man. So yeah, follow us on everything. Instagrams, DinoFit Dennis, JC2Bless, JC_2Bless_.
Yeah, man, I need to talk with Instagram to get that name. I'm tired of the underscores, but I just can't get my name. I want to be JC Bless, but I cannot get it. So
trying to switch it up.
I'm trying to get that name.
And then of course, MatchMyEnergy podcast.
Yep.
Follow that on Instagram. And share that. We'll definitely keep posting stuff in our stories. Help us out. And then the YouTube, like he was saying before, let us know what you want to change. Also, most importantly, let us know y'all was feeling that song, man. Our little intro.
Yeah, man. Intro go hard. That's my opinion. I want to hear yours.
Matter of fact, listen to it in the car and then turn around and listen to it again with some headphones on and then listen to how it sounds on YouTube.
And a matter of fact, listen to the intro. Listen to the whole podcast, then go back and listen to the intro. And listen to the whole podcast.
Yeah. Just go back through, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, if y'all been listening this long, definitely, like, subscribe, all that. Tell a friend. I'm kind of talking in circles now, but I'm just really excited on how much this has grown this fast, I guess. I mean, I've even talking to Shoutout, our editor. Big shout out to Kyle Holly. He also is on a great podcast, All Points Podcast. They just finished, they kind of do theirs in seasons, which is pretty cool. So theirs going to come back top of the year. But of course, we can put all that in there as well. But he was talking about how his how his grind was, and them building up their followership and stuff like that. And he was just saying that, like, it seems like we're on a pretty good track. And even some of my other friends who have podcasts, I even have another editor who edits kind of some more well-known podcasts as well as his own. He has a scripted one. I think people may have seen it in mine, Black Widow podcast, and another one called Real Monsters. First off, his writing is amazing. They're scripted podcasts, but you get so immersed in this story to where you can almost visualize every single thing going on. You can hear the background music. You can hear the people ordering drinks in the background at the bar and all this. I don't know. It's really great. And then the Real Monsters are about, like, basically, if you like Dahmer, if you like all these serial killer docs that they put on and these shows that they put on for all the scary stuff, listen to it from his point of view, or stories that maybe he's heard about that we haven't quite heard. A lot of them happen right there in Indianapolis, where he's from. It's my guy, Eric Aaron, aka Eric Dizzy, the famous nobody. Definitely all those podcasts you can find, both those podcasts, you can find those wherever podcasts are found. But yeah, man, they both gave me some great insight on what to do, how to change things up. And I'm just saying thank you to them. And so, yeah, I don't know. We're keeping this one short today.
Yes, sir.
So, man, Jamal, I'll see you soon. Whether we chat like bros or debate you like an enemy, it's all fun and games. Just match my energy.
Yes, sir. We out of here.
Just match my energy. Just match my energy. Yeah.